Hello children, we will do the chapter the Chinese civilization. Today we will complete the chapter, that is we will learn about the various inventions made by the Chinese people. And we have by now you know many things about the Chinese civilization, that is the location of the civilization. It developed on the bank of the river Huanghe, the several dynasties that ruled China, and also about the first emperor of China who proclaimed himself as the emperor of China, and also about the social structure that the people had in the Chinese civilization. The society was hierarchical in nature, that is based according to ranks. The slaves were at the lowest level of the society. The soldiers, they enjoyed an important position because they were respected and at the same time feared by the people. We find that ancestors were also respected by the people. They were also worshipped by the Chinese people. And when we learn about the occupations of the people, we know that agriculture, sericulture, trade and commerce, and art and craft, these were mainly the occupations of the people. And the Chinese were the first to cultivate tea. They were also the first to raise silkworms to get silk, and silk became an important item of export for the people. They traded silk to different parts of the world, that is to Roman Empire, to the regions along the Mediterranean Sea, and also in Central Asia. And the path or the roads that was developed for trading silk came to be known as the Silk Route. And along with silk and tea, we know that the Chinese were also the first to make things of porcelain, they made porcelain cups, saucer, vases which were beautifully decorated, and all these things. They had a great demand outside China, and these things were used or traded by the Chinese people. Then we learned about their religious practices, about the great Chinese teacher Confucius, and also about how Buddhism spread in China. We know that the Chinese had a script that was based on phonograms and pictograms, and also about their architecture. And when we talk about the Chinese architecture, the first architecture or the first structure that comes to our mind is the Great Wall of China. And this wall was constructed by the rulers to prevent the kingdom from the barbarian attacks. Pagodas also was important building or architecture in the ancient China. Now we will focus on the various inventions made by the Chinese people. When we look at the Chinese inventions, we find that they have given many new things to the people, that is of the outside China. That is, they were the first country to make paper, and they used to make paper out of tree bark. Then old rags, ropes, worn out fishing nets, these were used for making paper. And this art of making paper was learned by the Europeans in the 8th century BC. So they were the ones who had given or who had taught the world the art of making paper. Then we find that another invention, or the important invention of the Chinese, was gunpowder. They knew how to make gunpowder, and this correct prescription or the exact prescription for making gunpowder was achieved by them in the 9th century. Then the mariner's compass. This compass was used for showing the direction, and mariner's compass helped the Chinese people for sea navigation. So that was also an important invention of the Chinese people. Then we find that they also had the credit of making or knowing the art of printing. And in China, in ancient China, the people used to print with the help of curved wooden blocks. They were blocks of wood, and on it the carvings were made. That is, whatever they wanted to print, they used to curve it on the wooden blocks. Then these wooden blocks were dipped in ink, that is, they were inked, and the impression of that block was, of the curved block, was taken on the paper. So that is how they started that is how they started printing. This was something that was known to the Chinese people, so they were the first to develop this art of printing also. Then comes seismograph. This is again an instrument that is used for measuring earthquakes, that is the intensity of the earthquakes, that is how strong it is. And again the credit of making the first seismograph, the world's first seismograph, goes to Zhang Heng. He was the first person to make the seismograph to record earthquakes. Along with that, we find that the Chinese used to observe the moon, the stars, the sun. They knew about the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. They kept a record of it, and they had also developed a calendar with 365 days and 12 months. So that credit of making a calendar also goes to them with 365 days and 12 months. Along with these things, they had also made many new things, like they were the first to use kites or umbrella or astronomical clock towers. They had also developed the abacus for counting. So there were many things that the Chinese people had given to us. They had also given to us tea, which is a very popular drink in nowadays. It was first used in China. The people first came to cultivate tea in China. They were also the first to give us the silk, and they knew how to make silk from silkworms. So they used to specially raise silkworms and get silk out of it. And they had also given us porcelain. Along with that, they had given us the art of paper, making of gunpowder, and also they had given us the concept of art of printing. And this had later on printing machines were invented. That came at a much later time, but in the ancient world we find that the Chinese knew how to print with the help of wooden blocks. They had also made the first seismograph, and along with that various other things were there that the Chinese people had invented. They had made these things for their own purpose, for they were using it, but these things were used by people when they came to know about it. They also started using all these things. So the Chinese civilization is one of the ancient civilizations that continued till the modern times. Means they have left a very rich heritage. They have given us many new things. They had taught the world the use of various things that they have started. So from that point of view, we can say that the Chinese civilization is important, remarkable, because there are many inventions which have become now a part of our life, like that of kites, umbrella, then abacus, the method of counting, clock towers, paper. All these things had helped the people outside China and had become a part of our life. So that is about the Chinese civilization that we have learned today. We have completed the chapter. You have to learn the meanings from the glossary. Because there are some important meanings given over here that you have to prepare. Along with that, read the chapter thoroughly, because there are many such inventions. Dates are there, names also are there, which you have to remember, and also copy the PDF or the notes provided along with the video. Thank you.